Good day and welcome back to the Flying Doctor channel. Today we are in San Diego and we're departing on a flight leaving in about 2 hours headed towards JFK. So I need you to sit back, relax, get ready for another flight review. If you've never visited San Diego, consider making this destination the next one on your vacation list. There's a reason it's known as America's finest city. After a day at the beach in Oceanside, I headed down the 5 to Lindbergh Field, aka San Diego International Airport. With a somewhat recurring theme to my videos, San Diego's airport is also undergoing significant construction as they construct a new parking plaza for Terminal 1 and an entirely new terminal for T1 scheduled to partially open in late summer 2025. After arriving on the top level for drop-offs and crossing the pedestrian bridge, passengers are immediately directed to their individual carriers with large visible signs. After making my way to the Delta check-in counter and dropping off my bag, it was time to head over to security. As I was a bit early, a bulk of the evening departures were a ways out, so security was a breeze. Once airside, I made my way to the Aspire Lounge, which was called the Airspace Lounge the last time I visited in the middle of 2021.
Hi, welcome. Priority pass and you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you. This lounge has a very open environment with a modern design. After entering, there is a bar towards the back of the lounge where you will find tables and chairs. There are a handful of individual lounge chairs spread throughout the area and some decent views of the apron, although it wasn't particularly busy when I visited. The buffet selection was very modest. On one side of the buffet island was a small selection of pre-cut cheese and deli meats, macaroni and potato salad, and chips with salsa. At the end of the island was a coffee machine, but it was apparently out of service. After pumping the pre-brewed gas station coffee, I checked out the opposite side of the buffet island and found a bowl of half-eaten Oreos, a fresh salad, and a bowl of veggies. If you didn't find any of these items filling, don't worry, there are also ciabattas. After opening a visibly heavily used door to the men's room, I found the restroom was adequately supplied and clean, although nothing stood out as superb. I really wasn't happy with the coffee I pumped, so today I'm providing you with a bonus lounge visit at the Delta SkyClub, located in what San Diego Airport calls the Sunset Cove. After being greeted by the very friendly front desk ladies, I entered into a much less crowded and relaxed environment than what I had just left. There were 2 buffet sections for food, one being outside of the main lounge space, which offered vegetarian options. It was later in the evening, so I didn't have a chance to check out the hot plate options here. Compared to the Aspire Lounge, the Sky Club's indoor food selection houses a more robust salad bar, a working coffee machine, several hot food meal options, a similar selection of deli meats and cut cheeses, pre-made ham and Swiss sandwiches, and a variety of smaller finger foods. If the seating is full inside of the lounge area, make sure to pass the bar and walk through the doors out into the open space. Here you will find additional seating wrapping around the corridor towards the back of the lounge space where the bathrooms are located. As boarding time was nearing, I grabbed a piece of saltwater taffy offered at the front desk and headed to the gate.
Sir, how are you today?
Alright, how are you?
I'm well, there you go.
Alright, so there's been a minor change in plans. Seems the flight from San Diego to JFK has been overbooked, and I received a call about 20 minutes ago. It's about I don't know, 8:45 p.m. and I was asked if I would like to hop on a different flight. So I said yes, why not? And we're on an A321. Seems when I checked my Flight Radar 24 app on the inbound flight, I had misread the flight number above, which indicated I was on an A321. Let's just say the sun from the beach earlier in the day had gotten to me. Tonight's flight is actually on a 757-300 and will travel 3,000 kilometers over 4 hours as we make our way east into Atlanta. Headed towards Atlanta before making our way to DCA. We'll actually be arriving 2 hours earlier, so not all that bad after all. Checking out the seat, Comfort Plus offers a couple of extra inches of legroom in most seats. In my particular seat, there's plenty of legroom and a bonus cushioned emergency exit to bang my head on for fun. Watching the ground crew walk around outside prepping for pushback reminded me I'm wearing some new socks. While offering Delta free advertisement, I am also keeping some compression on my lower leg to reduce swelling, which seems to be happening more and more as I age.
Negative ramp Delta 1743, push off 47.
Delta 1743, San Diego ramp pushback is approved. Advise me when you're ready to proceed from there.
Push through, let you know, Delta 1743. Delta 1743, taxi.
Delta 1743, proceed to spot 2, remain with me.
Spot 2 with you, Delta 1743.
Delta 1743, contact Lindbergh ground now, 123 Point Manor.
Have a good night, Delta 1743.
Good night.
Getting ground Delta, or Delta 1743, spot 2, Delta.
Delta 1743, number 5127, taxi, via Bravo.
27, Delta 1743.
Delta 1743, hold for a Bravo 8.
Well, folks, when we get to the end of the runway, we will be number 2 for takeoff. Flight 10, please proceed for departure.
As we taxied to the active, I spotted Lone Star 1 and Freedom 1, two of Southwest's special livery aircraft.
1743, number tower, advising you have Echo.
Echo.
714, up your call sign.
Delta 1743 has Echo.
743, thank you, runway 27, lap weight.
Line of way 27.
Rounding the corner at the end of Bravo, passengers on the right side of the aircraft can see the San Diego skyline.
1743, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Delta 1743.
Once in the air, there's not much to spot at night out of San Diego from this side of the aircraft.
1743, contact SoCal departure.
For departure, have a good night, Delta 1743.
During the day, you are able to see SeaWorld, Ocean Beach, and usually quite far up the coastline, including the beach shown at the beginning of this video.
Delta 1743, SoCal departure, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
It was quite an uneventful flight. Shortly after takeoff, the FAs walked through the cabin offering drinks and the usual snacks. I noticed the cabin was not pitch black like it was on a recent red-eye with Latam. While all of the cabin lights were dimmed on this flight, there was ambient lighting available for walking through the cabin. So, it turns out the lack of ambient lighting I experienced when traveling from Brazil to Peru that made me question my memory and sanity about flights in the US was specific to that flight.
1743, turn left heading 360, the airport 10 o'clock, 10 miles.
Tower Delta 1743, approaching AJ.
Delta 1743, Atlanta, Sarah 1, 310, runway 26, right, clear to land.
4 clear to land, Delta 1740.
Delta 1743, turn road onto the end, hotel, cross runway 26 left, join Echo, ramp 1, this frequency just called a ramp.
Okay, hotel is clear to cross 26 left. And then Echo and ramp 1, Delta 7.
Would like to welcome you all to Atlanta on this morning where the local time is 4:40.
In terms of air quality, temperature was maintained at a comfortable 20 to 25 degrees and the humidity dropped to below 10% after reaching cruising altitude. The measured particulate matter within the cabin was excellent, suggesting cabin air quality was good. Today, I am introducing a new air quality metric known as volatile organic carbons, which may be more commonly known to you as VOCs. These compounds are emitted from many chemicals and often have a distinguishing odor. Similar to the particulates in the air, levels of VOCs on board tonight's flight were in the safe range. As the seatbelt sign dinged off for the final time in this flight, it was time to head to my next adventure. As always, thanks for watching. See ya.
Martinez, yours for arrival, cross check and all call.